Welcome back, listeners. We are joined by Glyn from Optilimate. We're going to be talking about environment, what the Optilimate is, and how you can best use it. So listen up. This is for the environment, and it's for absolutely all listeners, so you best stay tuned in. Great stuff's coming. So, Glyn,
hi.
Welcome to NPK Live.
How is everybody?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. You having a good show?
I'm having a fantastic show. My boss is cracking the whip. He's got a schedule here for me. Everyone's coming round to be on our podcast, but it's great. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it.
I'm glad to be here.
Good stuff. Now, Glyn, you are the owner of Optilimate.
Well, I'm the UK distributor of the Optilimate.
Yep.
We brought the Optilimate to the UK approximately 3 years ago. The first time I saw the Optilimate in the Netherlands, I realised the worth of this product. It was a game changer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're a grower, the first things that you will have to try to achieve is a environment, as in a good environment. And that is the be-all and the end-all of growing. So our mission was to bring a piece of apparatus to the marketplace that would create the optimum climate, hence the Optilimate.
That's quite convenient, isn't it? How long has Optilimate been operating for? How long have they been in business?
I think approximately 7 years. Okay. The machine had history in the Netherlands before I brought it to the UK, so I knew it was very active in the workplace, hence my mission to bring it to this country.
Yeah, and we need it because it's all about environment. And I just want to say something, my thoughts just come in on this. You'll notice that on our show we have innovators, not imitators.
Correct.
Now, imitation is a sincerest form of flattery, but we only have the innovators on our show, and Optilimate are the innovators of a controlled environment. So what was the motivation for making this product?
The sole motivation was to allow the mass market to have the skills to create an optimum climate.
Yeah.
I believe that an optimum climate is 80% of your growing skills. Once the climate is correct, hence the temperature and the humidity within your grow room, the rest will follow. That I find that that's the hardest thing to achieve.
Too many growers are focused on the latest nutrients, the latest growing medium, the latest tent, the latest lights. But every single one of those companies that produce nutrients and lights and tents will all say to you, it's about the environment.
Of course.
So we start with the environment and the rest just slots into place.
You can have the best additives, the best nutrient in the world, the best lights, which we have, the dim looks.
Yeah. We'll talk
Excuse the
about them
pun.
in a minute.
And you can have all these supplementary products. If you do not have the correct environment, they won't work. You won't get the gains. You will not see the results. So it is the be-all and end-all of your growing skills.
And to use sort of a sentence here, you're only as good as your weakest link, but if your environment's your weakest link, then it's going to go downhill.
You will never achieve. You'll
Exactly.
never achieve your goal.
And what I like to do as well is try and put it into simple forms and explain it in a slightly different way. Now, as humans, we all are, I hope, if we eat a really good and varied diet and we supplement with maybe some vitamins, we're going to achieve really good health. But if we don't have a bad diet, say we're eating McDonald's and KFCs every night, really bad diet, and taking supplements, it's not really going to matter because you're still going to have a really unhealthy diet and an unhealthy body. So it's about your bulk of your food. We're going to say is the environment and the nutrients and the light, and that's all the supplements. The environment really is key, and I can't hit home enough that we really need to concentrate on environment.
That's correct.
Don't go out spending £200 or £300 on the latest nutrients, because if you need to spend your money on your environment. Trust me, once that's in place, everything else just slots right in.
That is your foundation. It's your foundation stone.
And this is a bit of a silly question, really, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Who's it good for?
Everyone.
Simple,
easy question to answer.
Everybody can benefit from the Optilimate. And We have a few universities that listen. We work with a good few universities up and down the UK. And what I'm really into my science. I'm really into about testing variables and doing really rigorous scientific research. Now, what Optilimate allows you to do is control your environment to the degree, to the parts million of CO2, to the percentage of the relative humidity. You control everything. And when you can control everything, you can test variables.
Correct.
And
that's we can also read the vapor deficit, so the vapor pressure deficit of the plant, how it is perspiring, as in the perspiration is a plant's cooling system. Exactly. So we can even measure the VPD, so we can have fine-tune your growing environment so it's at the optimum at all times.
Excellent. And if VPD, you don't really know what that is, vapor pressure deficit, check out Garden Culture magazine, the latest issue, page 56. I've written the humidity article. Hopefully it's good for people who know nothing about humidity. Hopefully it's great for people that know quite a bit, like Glenn. Hopefully it benefits yourself.
It's a bit of a grey area for a lot of people. You say VPD and it's hello?
Yeah, is that your registration? So yeah, check that out because it's a good article. I spent a lot of time on it, did a lot of research, so you can really take your time and go through it there. Yes. But vapor pressure deficit, about the difference in the pressure between the stomata and the humidity within the room, at its very basics. Now we've got the listeners' interest. What sort of price range are we talking for this environment, for the Optilimate?
We're starting approximately from 2,000 up to 4,400. Yeah. We start at a model that is 2,000 cooling capacity, and all our models, you divide the model number by the wattage of lighting that you're using. So a 2,000 is 2,000 watts, 1,000 watts, or 3 sixes. Because when you put a 6 on boost, you're getting 660 watts. Or if you use a dim lux, you get the highest boost and you get 690. So just divide the models. Optilimate 15,000 will do 24 600 watt lights. So just divide the model number to the lights that you're using.
Okay, that's great information. And for any shops that are listening in the UK or around the world, to be honest, I personally know firsthand that if you need anything, Glyn is always on the other end of the phone, and he's really very helpful. He'll spend 20 minutes, half an hour with you going through what your needs are. So if your customers come in and you're not quite sure, don't panic and think, I don't know about this product, I can't really sell it. Just go, why don't you come back tomorrow? I'm going to speak to the person who is the pinnacle of environmental technology. Spend some time with Glyn, because I know for a fact that he'll help you.
We're there to support you. That's our aim. We want happy clients.
Yeah, and product support is 10 out of 10 from Optilimate and from Glyn. So
that's what we want to provide.
I've personally had that, so thank you very much. Something that we ask all of the guests on our show. I can guess what your top tip is going to be, but tell us, what is your top tip for our growers?
A perfect environment. And or should I say, an optimum environment.
Now, normally I don't let our guests off that easily with promoting their products with their top tip, but in this case I'm going to let Glyn off, because really we're going to need to hit it home. Environment is key, and Optilimate sorts everything out, whether it's CO2, humidity control, temperature control. They've got the most amazing gadgets. If you're a tech head, you need to come down to one of these shows in the future, because you'll just spend hours with them. Before we go though, you mentioned the dim lux, and I'm pretty sure our listeners are going to be interested in this one. Tell us about the dim lux.
The dim lux, we have various lights from 1,000 watts, 600 watts, 315 CDM and doubles 315 CDM. We also have a maxi controller that will control of up to 160 lights in banks of 40 with full temperature protection. We also have humidity control, fan control. We are bringing out in the next 3 months a maxi controller with full data locking facility and text alert facility.
That's
so
impressive.
You can set all your parameters, find out what's going off. And we also have a lot more functions within the maxi controller, but I don't think we have enough time today to go into that.
We're going to do a Optilimate surgery. So when the next time that Glenn can make it down to NPK, we're going to do a really in-depth technical talk. So those of you that are interested, we're going to be back with Optilimate in the coming months. So stay tuned for that one. Right, Glenn, website, if anyone wants to check out the website, Facebook, Twitter, what have we got for them?
We'd prefer you to just do a general search
Yeah.
If you put our product names in the internet, you will find a lot of information and a lot of stores that are representing us. So instead of giving favoritism, just put in the search the Optilimate or Dimlux.
I think that's testament for how confident Glyn is in the product. Go and check out what people are saying about it.
What people say about us, not what I say. It's all about the end user at the end of the day.
Yeah, you can start to see, I think, listeners, the general people that we have on the show, they're not about marketing and shouting about the product. They all want us to just listen to what the users of the product are saying, and that is testament to a great product. Glyn, thank you very much.
One thing I would like to say before I go is with our Maxi controller on our lights, we have a 0 inrush current, so they are so safe. You must check them out and have a look.
Excellent. And that's top quality. Safety in the environment
is everything.
And safety in the room is absolutely
correct.
Is everything as well. Glyn, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute
Thank you
pleasure.
for yours. It's been a pleasure.
Speak to you soon. Bye bye.
Take care.